I had several constituents from my House District 53 here with me today, and for those who had stuck it out and observed the legislative process, I want to say thank you. I live in the Little Mount community of Spencer County, and about a mile from where I was born and raised, I've always known there was a cemetery there. However, I didn't know much about that cemetery because it was all grown up. But, the residents of our community have come together to benefit the whole community to bring to life this cemetery that was forgotten. 4 years ago, you couldn't see the Little Mount colored cemetery from the road. It was so overgrown. Yet among the overgrowth was something else, and that was inspiration. And that came from three cousins. Roy Bell, Ryan Irvin, and Joe Marshall were inspired. Now, Ryan could not be here today, and I believe that Roy is here. Roy, stand up here. Is Joe still with us? But Roy Bell is one of those cousins, and they reached out to me, and I went there that first day with them with chainsaws and rakes, and I soon had to go home and get a tractor and wagon to haul all the brush away. But the cousins soon realized that this was going to take the entire community. So we had groups like the Spencer County Historical Society, AMVETS. Would everybody from Spencer County that's helped on this please stand up and be recognized? This was a true community project. And let me tell you a little bit about the Little Mount Colored Cemetery. The first known interment was Tom Stone in 1890. However, during the renovation, there were field stones that were discovered, or it had been suggested they were slave stones, which suggests that the burial area was used prior to the Civil War. In 1903, the cemetery grew in size when land was donated and deeded from James P. Allen, a Caucasian, the two black men, to further establish this historic black cemetery. The cousins are proud of this heritage and the large scope of work. Over the years, the debris has been removed, trees and shrubs have been taken down, brush cleared, the headstones have been cleaned, and going beyond the clearing and continuing a path of respect and dignity, signage has been erected, and signage that proudly displays the location of this historical black cemetery. With the installation of a fence and gate at the front of the cemetery, the renovation is complete. The restoration was truly a labor of love, and now it's time to celebrate how the citizens of Spencer County came together, regardless of background, color, or religion, for the benefit of the community. And I know the cousins Roy Bell, Ryan Irvin, and Joe Marshall are so proud of this accomplishment. Mr. Speaker, it was during that renovation that one of the tombstones was discovered. At this time, Mr. Speaker, I'd ask to call Legislative Citation 47.
Clerk, please report.
Citation 47, Representative Tipton. Citation of valor. The House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Kentucky hereby recognizes and honors the late Private Lewis Baker.
Gentleman Spencer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The name Lewis Baker had probably been forgotten until that renovation, that repair work had been done, that cleaning up, and his tombstone was discovered. Private Lewis Baker was a native of Spencer County. Mr. Baker enlisted in the United States Army and was assigned to the 10th Cavalry, Troop M, known as the Buffalo Soldiers, and one of the few regular Army regiments of black cavalry. The Buffalo Soldiers were an elite group of soldiers who maintained the lowest desertion and court-martial rate of any regiment of any color in the Army. Further, despite often receiving poor treatment from local citizens, the 10th Cavalry had one of the Army's highest re-enlistment rates. Private Baker joined the Buffalo Soldiers at a time when they had been assigned to replace an all-white regiment at Fort Ethan Allen in Vermont, making them among the first black soldiers ever to be stationed at the fort. Over the next year, the soldiers settled into the community of Burlington, Vermont. In addition to performing their everyday duties, such drills and target practice policing the area, the regiment earned the affection of local citizens by including them in their military parades, band performances, and baseball games and other events. In July of 2010, one of Private Baker's fellow soldiers was preparing to clean his revolver when the weapon discharged and hit Private Baker in the chest. Though he underwent immediate surgery, Private Baker was paralyzed in his lower back and on October 7, 1910, passed away at the age of 23 due to complications resulting from the wound. At the request of his father, his remains were returned home and were laid to rest at the Little Mount Colored Cemetery in Little Mount in Spencer County. On Private Baker's Army records, it states that he was considered to have been killed in the line of duty, having served with honesty, faithfulness, and excellence of character. Mr. Speaker, members of the body, may Private Baker's name never be forgotten. Mr. Speaker, I move adoption of the citation.
Without objection, so ordered. Thank you, Gentleman from Spencer. Chair recognizes the lady